Good morning to everyone. I hope you're feeling well today. My name is Karine Dedieu and I'm working in this French Biodiversity agency, l'Office Français de la Biodiversité in French. And Sue asked me to present this agency, which was recently created and which is now one of the French public institutions in charge of implementing public policies on environmental issues, and more specifically on biodiversity issues. So today I propose you to introduce the main missions of this agency in order to get a better understanding about its actions and main missions, and then to illustrate it with concrete examples we are carrying out on the marine environment only. The panel of actions are very large because agents in my agency are working on terrestrial biodiversity issues on terrestrial area, but also on marine areas. I have chosen to focus on local examples that may be of interest to you. So, set up in January 2020 by the law of July 2019, this agency was created by the merging of several public bodies. I personally worked in the Marine Protected Area Agency a few years ago, and more specifically on a project dedicated to the creation of a new MPA2 in the Normanno-Botanic Gulf, which was a natural marine park. For those who remember it, I know some of you remember it. And to anticipate questions about this project, please note that it has been abandoned since 2017 for various reasons. I will not go further now. So this agency was created to protect and restore biodiversity in metropolitan France and its overseas territories also. It's a public institution under the authority of the French ministries in charge of ecology and agriculture and food. So now we are about 3,000 agents. Concerning our organization, well, I will spare you the presentation of our chart, which is a bit complex, but keep only in mind that national and regional offices are involved in biodiversity issues at different scales, national, regional, and local, and on diverse topics I will detail in the following slides. Among them, there are three seaboard offices, yes, in metropolitan France, named Délégation de Façade Maritime for the Channel, Atlantic, and Mediterranean zones. So, very briefly, OFB, my agency, has 6 main missions. The first one is about the biodiversity knowledge, research and expertise about natural spaces and habitats, and associated uses. Here, the aim is to mobilize existing knowledge, but also to initiate and develop new knowledge with scientific projects and to share it with stakeholders and all relevant partners for the local management of MPs, for example. To prevent environmental damage, about 1,800 environmental inspectors are involved within my agency. It is a large part of its main mission, and the environmental police is committed to enforcing French laws and regulation in the field of biodiversity, but not only, as explained Olivier. Another mission is to work on and provide support in the conception, the implementation and evaluation of public policies related to biodiversity. In France, several laws relate relate to biodiversity protection, the most recent being the law for the reconquest of biodiversity, nature and landscape of August 2016. And in addition of these French laws, there are several public policies, action plans, and strategy for the management and preservation of biodiversity in which this agency is involved in. For example, the National Action Plan for the Balearic Shearwater that Adrien has presented. Managing or supporting protected natural area managers and restoring natural areas are another mission. I will come back to that later with some concrete examples at the channel scale. Another mission is to mobilize the society in favor of biodiversity. To do this, OFB encourages and assists companies, local authorities, non-governmental organizations, local stakeholders, users, etc., to get involved at their level. For example, a project named Territoire engagé pour la nature supports local authorities implementing specific action plans in favor of biodiversity and adapted to local issues. And the last mission is dedicated in the international cooperation, as I try to do right now. Here, my team, called La Délégation de Façade Maritime Manche-Mer du Nord. It is made up of permanent staff in charge of local marine Natura 2000 sites and specific thematics at the regional scale, such as marine birds, marine mammals, marine habitats, marine recreational and professional uses, and European directives. Among them, we have staff for geomatic and data management involved in all these topics, and other non-permanent staff are working on European projects, such as the Integrated Life MARA project, dedicated to marine habitats in Natura 2000 sites, and I will talk about more this project later. Today we are mainly involved in MPA's management or management support related to the framework of the Habitat and Bird European directives. We also work on another European directive dedicated to the marine environment, which is the Marine Strategy Framework Directive. So, another map, the same, maybe. Yeah, it's the same. Just a map to show you the scale of our field of actions with the numbers of MPAs and Natura 2000 sites. Not 76. 56.
Good checks.
All right. Yeah. So, we are working with my team and with partners, and under, of course, the supervision of the French Maritime Authority and French State Services here today with us. Another map, the same, but for the Atlantic zone. So I don't have the Mediterranean one, but at the same time, not that the maritime zone is quite large, and some MPAs can be found in offshore areas, such as these Natura 2000 sites located on the continental slope of the Atlantic part. And now the highlights of the presentation. Some concrete examples of marine actions that I hope will interest you. So firstly, I wanted to talk about the monitoring seal network. Since 2018, a channel seal network coordinated by my colleague Sophie Français in my agency includes at that day institutions such as NGOs, local managers, or national agencies that are monitoring seal colonies along the French coast, as well as rehabilitation center and research groups that are working on seals in France. The coordination at the Normandy scale is now provided by Mélisande Gauthier, the mail is here, from the group Mammalogique Normand. And it was previously Marie Francou, you have met 2 or 3 years ago during this meeting in Origny, if I remember well. I was not there, but maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's not. Please note that a new report is available since few days with only the French data from 2020 and 2021, so 2 years monitoring. It is the 3rd annual report that summarize grey and harbour cell trends in France, as well as the main scientific studies currently conducted on these 2 species in France. And the good news that there is an English version available, and I know that the next step would be to explore the possibility to share our data with you, if you agree, and get ones, of course. So maybe we can discuss this point later. Wait, I will not have time to develop these 2 slides, but it is on the reports, and you can read it if you are interested in. I have some examples here, if you want. Concerning seabirds monitoring of the French Channel coast, note that next aerial monitoring is planned for this winter, with 3 parallel transects from the coast, 1, 3, and 6 nautic miles. And at the same time, there will be counts from the coast, 1 dot every 4 kilometers along the coastline, with various species monitoring. Okay, the names are in French, I'm sorry, so I try to translate some of them, such as great-crested grebe, European shark, common eider, great northern diver, I'm not sure of the name. If you are interested by the results from this monitoring and about this project, please do not hesitate to contact my colleague Sophie Français to get more information. The objective of this other project is to acquire knowledge on spatial distribution of cetaceans as part of the French offshore wind observatory, set up by the French Prime Minister in last year to develop new knowledge on the marine environment and the impact on this marine activity. OFB is working on it with Le Chaume and Insta-Bretagne, which is a national school in Brest. And in this project, small cetaceans are observed using passive acoustics. And 1 sensor was installed in June off the coast of Dedieu. So we are waiting for the results, and if you are interested in, you can contact either my colleague, either me. And the last example about the Life Integrated Project MARA, OFB is leading a European project since 2018 with many partners called MARA for Marine Habitats. It is co-funded by the European Union as part of the LIFE program of integrated projects dedicated to the implementation of priority framework program for Natura 2000. The LIFE MARA aims to restore and maintain the good conservation status of natural marine habitats by supporting all the stakeholders involved in managing the 162 Natura 2000 habitat sites in the French marine zone, among all the Channel, Atlantic and Mediterranean zone. Among all the deliverables of this project, I wanted to finish my presentation with this new tool, free and available. Adrien talked about this a little bit too. The Navenco mobile application. This educational navigation tool makes sailors aware of the importance of the marine habitats and other elements of biodiversity they can meet during their sailing. Also indicates the French marine regulation and best practice for preserving them. So colleagues, partners and I have participated in the proposal of environmental points of interest and points of vigilance also. You can download this mobile application for free and explore information already online. It's only on the French Marine Zone, sorry. But if you are interested you can contact my colleague Elodie Lecointe to get more details and explore the possibility to take part in this tool. And do not hesitate to visit the MARA website. It's very cool and you have a lot of communication tools, etc.